Now, if you really want to get the pulse of what's happening here in Los Angeles, there's only one place to turn. Do you guys know where that is? You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. It's called LA Mommies. It's a Facebook group. And you would think, what do you know about LA Mommies, Benji? Well, non-mommies are allowed to join the group. And really, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing. If you really want to get a pulse of what's going on, you turn to LA Mommies. And right now, what's hot in this group is the coronavirus.
Wait, so is LA Mommies the new Nextdoor app?
Yes.
It's better than Nextdoor. They know things before Nextdoor knows.
It's unbelievable. I do research. Instead of going to Westlaw, I go to LA Mommies.
100%.
That's where you find it. And if they're on fire over it, that means it's time to take it seriously. So these mommies need to relax. So how is their cannabis going to be affected by corona?
They need to take a little more, maybe. I mean, listen, we're not part of the CDC. We don't know what's going out there, what's going on. All we can do is, take in the news reports, hear what's going on. You just have to protect your kids the way you always do, because if you become too vigilant, too crazy, then I think that's a huge disservice as well.
How is it affecting the actual weed business?
I mean, there's a couple dimensions, right? One is, for me, I've seen some clients already having their supply chain disruptions or delays because they get parts or components from China.
Corona is messing with our weed now?
Corona is messing with our vapes, that's right, and our batteries and our pods. Corona is also something that comes up when you have a contract with somebody and they say they can't perform. You look at, it's what's called force majeure at the back of the contract. And it's usually, hey, something out of our control. We couldn't help it, so we're not in breach of this contract. There's also other issues when you run a company. You have to think about, as an employer, what do I do to protect my workplace? The CDC has given some guidance. OSHA has given some guidance. What if an employee calls in sick? Or do I have my sick policy in line? What if other company employees are concerned about exposure?
Yeah, Lou, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with the employment issues surrounding, like, when people have to start missing work due to the coronavirus?
Well, it's going to depend on how reasonable or unreasonable the employer is and what compliance measures the employer has in place.
My only take is, I really can't die before this podcast gets syndicated. So that's the only thing that I have to say about the coronavirus.